bitch. Yeah. Been that bitch, still that bitch. Will forever be that bitch. Forever be that bitch. Yeah, I'm the hood Mona Lisa. Break a nigga into pieces. Had to X some cheesy niggas out my circle like a pizza. I'm way too exclusive. I don't shop on Insta boutiques. All them little ass clothes only fit fake booties. Bad bitch, still talking cash shit. Pussy like water, I'm a mother and relaxing. I would never trip on a nigga if I had him. Bitch, that's my trash, you the maid, so you bagged him. I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, yeah. Acting stupid, what's happening? Bitch, what's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet.
Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to Miscommunications Talk Podcast. I am your host, Queen Gemini.
So I'm supposed to say something?
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm your humble, kind of a co-host, DJ Lab. I'm sorry. I forgot about that part.
And we have our special guest here, Miss Cherise. How are you today? We had to get our mind together, so we had took a few weeks off, but we back.
That's right.
I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. How was your weekend?
It was okay. What did I do? Nothing. So it was wonderful.
You relaxed. That's good. You need to relax. How was your weekend?
It was good.
That's
just
good.
kind of chilled out, with family.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, I didn't do anything. Just took my daughter back to college. She's officially a college student. And things like that. So yeah, I am an HBCU mom.
What college she went to?
So she is attending Payne College at the moment.
Okay.
But in the fall, we will be Jackson State University.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
No, not shabby at all.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. So yeah, we're gonna do a semester at Payne, and then we're gonna head over to Jackson and finish out the rest. So.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm very excited. I can't wait to wear that blue and white shirt that say HBCU mom.
Yes.
So I was ready.
You ready for
it? So yeah, a few things happened while we were gone. We had some interesting stuff going on in the world today. We had some interesting stuff going on.
We did.
So I wanted to do a follow-up.
Okay.
The last time we were here, I was supposed to find out some information.
You were. And it took us 2 weeks to come back with this info,
it's
but
right.
We here.
But the incident, allegedly with Young Miami taking her son to the club.
Okay.
It was not a club.
Okay.
It was Rolling Stone. So they had an event, and she took her kid to Rolling Stone
Magazine.
But it was like a big concert.
Okay. Oh, Rolling Stone or Rolling Loud?
Rolling Loud. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Apologies.
okay.
Rolling Loud. Yeah. So she took her kids to Rolling Loud. So
what, isn't that like marijuana base?
It's everything.
Okay.
Marijuana base, stripper base, all.
Whoa, stripper base too?
Yeah, it was going down.
And how old is he?
He was what? I think he was 11. Yeah, so.
You think that kind of early?
She exposed him way too early.
You think so?
Yeah, you can't. Kids ain't supposed to be saying that too early.
Yeah, okay.
Too early. Just imagine him going to school and someone saying, "Yeah, I seen titties and ass all over."
Oh.
Just imagine the conversations on the playground.
He might be the player of the school after that though, cause he done seen some things some other
I really
levels ain't
hope he's
seen.
homeschooled. I really hope he's homeschooled.
I don't think he is. I don't think you think she homeschooled him. Come on.
No, she not very well educated herself. So,
Ooh.
I like Young Miami. She's cool.
I mean, she cool.
She made a mistake there, but she's,
yeah,
cute.
I mean, I like her as what's her Carisha. I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't care for Young Miami.
You don't care for Young Miami. You like her as a regular self.
I like Carisha. I don't like Young Miami.
What's the difference? Is there a difference?
Yes, it is.
It is?
I've seen the difference. Carisha is more reserved to me.
Okay.
Young Miami, wow.
So she her persona, her rap
she's
persona
out
is different.
there. Yeah.
But when does reality and fantasy cross the lines? Like,
I mean, I feel like at Rolling Loud, she was in Phil, my Young Miami mode. I think I really can't say. As far as watching her podcast on TV and stuff like that, I feel like she sometimes be in Carisha mode.
Okay.
You know, and around certain people, she in Carisha mode.
Okay.
And then certain people, she in Young Miami mode. She really turned up. She all the way turned up. So, so yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, I'm gonna let you have that one.
Rolling Loud was where she took the boy to, and he was entertained by strippers.
I don't know her real name, so you know how much I listen to her, right? Like I don't know her real name, so yeah, we good with that one.
Yeah. So the Alabama Brawl. Y'all know I was gonna bring it up. Y'all know it's coming. The Alabama Brawl. I was so proud of our people. I was so proud of our people. Our people. Yes, we united. We stand.
They're right.
United we stand.
What was your best part? What was the best part?
My best part was
the
cousins. The cousins skipping to the fight. You know when you see some men skipping to the fight, you know it's about to go down.
Right.
You know it's about to go down. When you in the chair. Of course the chair. The chair.
And I like the hat flip. Like once he threw the hat off,
oh yeah,
it was like it's time. It's everyone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They need to free Unc too. Free, you know Unc with jail.
They say he got out.
Okay, well I hope so. Cause
I think Slick posted the other day that he got out on minor charges, like misdemeanor stuff. So.
Okay, lovely. But she deserved it. She definitely deserved it. And kudos to the little swimmer.
Oh yeah.
That nigga swam. He swam to that fight.
He swam to the fight.
He swam to the fight. Kudos to him.
Right.
And he was only 16.
Right.
16. I was like, wow. So,
hey,
yeah.
He said he was just doing what he was taught to do, or trained to do, or something like that. So
that's what he's supposed to do. You're supposed to protect your coworkers, especially if Now, if I don't like you, attention coworkers, if I don't give a fuck about you, I don't give a fuck. You flip your hat, your wig, nothing. Your ass is getting whooped, and I'm recording.
Right.
So you better stay on my good side, cause I'm not helping.
Says attention coworkers. If we've had any issues,
right?
You get into a fight, you are fighting alone.
You on your own. You was on your own.
Not even if it's like it was on the pier in Montgomery. Not if it was.
No, but from what I read, like they all were cool. Like they stuck by each other, and you could see it was, they was tight. They clique was tight. Yeah. I want them kind of coworkers. I want them ride or die coworkers.
You don't get them kind of coworkers all the time.
Hell no.
No time, I don't think.
I can't say my last job I worked at, we were tight. All of us were cool like that. Like we was riding for each other. Okay. So I can't say that.
Okay.
Shout out to my last job. I ain't gonna say no name, but shout out to my last job. Y'all know who y'all are. So, yeah. But yeah, everybody was cool. And then I'm gonna get to our guest in a moment.
Yeah.
I'm letting her warm up.
Let me warm up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm letting her warm up.
Okay, I'm just talking to the mic like this.
I'm letting her warm up, so I don't want to just throw her on the spot right now.
Right.
So I'm letting her warm up. But yeah, okay, so allegedly.
Please say allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
If he wasn't there.
Yeah, Atlanta doctor is being sued for decapitating the baby's head.
Oh. Now, that was on the news now. I don't know if that's no allegedly.
No, I mean, I'm still say allegedly because I don't want to get all my stuff banned. I am live on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram right now, so. But we're going to say allegedly.
Okay.
First of all, I want to say my condolences to them parents. Right. Because first of all, them parents is young. And they probably traumatized out this world. Right. So I want to say condolences to them. But that doctor,
they say they tried to cover it up.
She need her ass.
Allegedly, they tried to cover it up.
Yeah, allegedly she tried to cover it up. So I did watch a clip of the funeral home. Willie Watkins allegedly has the body of the baby, and stated that he felt like the parents was not even contacted before they even picked up the body.
Oh, wow.
So, because the whole procedure was done wrong. The baby never went to the coroner. The baby never went to, you know, how they do the autopsy. None of that.
Oh, okay.
It was just straight from the hospital to the funeral home.
To the funeral home.
So he said they had to contact the parents to let them know that something wasn't right,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to investigate. So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's so sad.
They said even when they brought the baby in for the mom to see the baby, that they propped.
The baby head was wrapped so tight.
Right.
Oh,
Like the baby was just asleep.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So like they covered it up.
Oh, that's.
And they just
tragic.
handed her the baby.
Right.
I heard that
Yeah.
story. The
It's some
details of
some
this.
cruel people in this world. Ain't
Just know I would be in jail. I would definitely be
it?
behind
How cruel
bars.
do you have to be as a person? Like,
Right.
how cruel? Like,
A doctor at that.
yeah, like how cruel as a doctor who takes that Hippocratic oath. How cruel as a forget the doctor. How morally cruel you have to be to do something like that to someone.
Like, what was going through your mind as a doctor, as a physician, not to inform this lady that you fucked up?
Not being sued. That's all it is. Money. It has nothing to do with anything else but money. Period.
I really hope and pray that these parents own that hospital.
And has nothing to do with. And the hospital already said
That she wasn't a part of their practice.
right. She wasn't
They
a part of-
already said that.
that she
They
wasn't a
stated
part of the
that.
hospital. She was someone who had privileges at the
Yeah.
hospital, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So, because, like,
But the hospital didn't say nothing.
my OB doesn't have ties to the hospital that,
Mhm.
you know, I delivered at.
Right.
But they practice there. But, you know, so,
Yeah, a lot of doctors, like family physicians and stuff, don't work at the hospital. They have privileges at the
Right.
hospital. So, yeah, that's true, but it doesn't matter. The hospital didn't say anything.
right.
They knew.
They definitely knew. They definitely knew. And they need to be, them people need to be set for the rest of their life. You can't bring their baby back, but they need to be well compensated in something. Something needs to happen to that doctor.
Slick said she would have whooped that ass with
Hell
placenta
yeah.
hanging out her pussy.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I agree. 100%.
Right.
It would have been.
All right. Was that their first child?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And they were young. They were young. They were like, I think they were like 19, 20.
Mm-hmm.
They were young.
Wow.
They
Wow.
were real young. So, again, my condolences to them. So, yeah, let me move on, because stuff like that make my blood pressure
Right.
rise. And I don't want to.
Right.
So, we back to this question. If it's your birthday
Mm-hmm.
and you're dating boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, should your significant other pay for everybody at the dinner?
No.
No, they're not under obligation.
No.
No.
I've been to many dinners and I've never paid for anybody but the person next to me.
Exactly, the
That's
person
it.
whose birthday
Now,
is.
if I decide to buy drinks, that's different. But I'm not paying for everybody's meal. That's not. I invited you to the dinner. You know what the score is when you get there.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So I don't know why it's the issue that everybody feels like if I invite you to a dinner, my significant other's supposed to pay. If you broke, just say that.
Right.
Right.
Because that's what it sounds like. It's giving real broke vibes.
Right.
It's
Wow.
giving real broke
You got to
vibes.
start putting at the bottom and bring your own money at the bottom of the invitation.
Or say everybody on their own.
Right.
Yeah.
We will not be paying for anyone but ourselves.
Right. That's what we got to do now.
Yeah, because it's ridiculous. So it's a argument allegedly going on.
Couldn't say unless her female friends are fucking too.
Oh wow. What make
His thought ass. He's such a thought.
CJ Charles says unless her female friends are fucking too.
He's such a thought. Excuse him, everybody. But allegedly, Real Housewives of Atlanta's co-stars are allegedly going back and forth because they felt like the significant other should have paid for everybody. The bill was allegedly $1,500.
Well, everybody on that show act like they got it.
Yeah.
Everybody on that show act like they man got it. So I don't know.
I'm not paying for everybody. I'm sorry. If you say you having a birthday dinner, my expectation is not for you to pay for me too.
Right.
My expectation is to let you have fun. If anything, we need to be paying for you.
Buying drinks for you.
Right. If anything, we need to be pitching in, buying you drinks, pitching in, buying your food or whatever. One of your friends needs to be like, okay, I got you.
But does that perspective change if the income bracket is higher though?
I think
the tax bracket is higher.
Choose a place that is reasonable, and you guys work that out. Like if you're a guest of the invited person, you can offer to pay for their meal for sure, and then like a drink or two. But as far as like everyone paying for everyone, I think that's kind of out. We don't live in a world where we should be doing.
But that's what he's saying. If your tax bracket is high, are you paying for everybody?
Well, just because I got it don't mean that I gotta spend it, right?
Right.
You know
That's
what I'm
how
saying?
I feel.
Like modesty is key.
Like if your guy was like in the millions and you got a $1,500 check, why we gonna argue about $1,500?
It's not the point of us arguing about $1,500. It's the point that you shouldn't have came to this dinner with expectations of we're paying.
Right.
We never said out of our mouth that, hey, come to my birthday dinner and we got y'all.
Right.
If that was established in the beginning, different story. But you should never have the expectation with that's the thing about reality stars. They just think everybody's supposed to dish out money. Oh no, they don't. I don't think it worked like that.
Well, I have my little sister and her husband like that. They don't invite us to birthday dinners because they say the place is too expensive. Like we don't have our own money. Like
Right.
Like and they say when they invite, they gonna pay for it. But I'm like,
But
why?
I feel like when you invite somebody, say for instance, y'all going to a steakhouse.
Mm-hmm.
I had a situation like this with some so-called friends, because them bitches not my friends no more. But if y'all going to a steakhouse or whatever, and you say, hey, we're going to a steakhouse, do y'all want to join us? Then leave me the opportunity to say I'll go or not.
Mm-hmm.
Then if I don't go, then I know it's not in my budget to go.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna ever question you, how much is it? I'm gonna look at the menu when you invite me. And I'm determined, nah, I'm cool. That shit $30 a plate.
Right.
So it's gonna be up to me to determine if I wanna go or not. I'm not gonna embarrass myself and sit at the damn table and be like, hey, could you spot me today? I'm not doing that. So
yeah, I guess it's, I don't know, I'm looking at it from, they supposed to be rich folks on this show. So I'm looking at it from their perspective as we all got it. I guess they said if you come to my dinner, I'm gonna pay for you too. So what's the big deal? But me, I don't know. If I had it, I probably would pay for it. Cause I'm not gonna let
But I would let it be known in the beginning.
Right.
Thank you everybody for coming. I got y'all meals today.
Right.
I got it covered.
Right.
I'm not gonna say it if I don't got it. Even if I do got it, I'm not saying shit. It gotta be led first of all, cause fuck half of you bitches probably just here just to see what's going on anyway. So yeah, I mean, let me determine. What they say?
English Simone official says, yeah, that's bogus. That means you're likely only rocking with me because of my wallet, but not me. Slick says, CJ says facts. Slick says they feel like if their man's there, he gonna pay for shit. English Simone official says sometimes you gotta sit events out. You can't always roll with the Obamas and Carters of the world.
Exactly.
Why I can't? I'm rolling with the Obamas and Carters. Yeah, you say.
I'm rolling with them only if I got it.
And I'm gonna write a bad check, but I'm gonna pay for my shit.
Somebody on my Facebook said where they do that at. Shit, apparently in Atlanta.
Right.
That's where they do it at Atlanta.
But you shouldn't expect them. You shouldn't expect for it to be paid for. But Real Housewives is not reality. It's not real life. So they probably told them to add that drama into the show.
Well, I just think that's just it hasn't even made the show yet. So, but yeah, I just feel like that that stuff like that. You shouldn't go to nobody's birthday dinner with expectation that you feel like they're gonna pay for you.
Yeah.
Or it should be discussed way before then. Like, okay, so we bringing our own money or what? Was we?
Slick say they also, it ain't tricking if you got it type shit. It's always tricky. If you got it or not, it's still tricky.
And somebody said it's all about knowing who your real friends are.
Right.
Right.
And I agree with what you said, Ms. Gemini. If it's a birthday for me, then we should be buying drinks for the birthday person
Right.
or whatever, celebrating her and her achievements or accomplishments. Whatever we're celebrating, it should be focused on her, not on us and you buying our food.
Only way you should be expecting for somebody to go all out for a birthday event or anything, if it's an event. If it's a full-blown event where everything is included.
Right.
If I say a dinner, that means, okay, bring your own money. Now, if we going to the club, then I got the VIP spot. I got however many bottles come with the VIP spot, but whatever drink you get outside of that, that's on you.
Right.
Don't expect me to cover your tab too, and you sitting up here buying the most expensive bottle.
Of course, if you paying for it, I'm gonna get the most expensive shit.
Well, that's on you. You gonna
English Simone says if I'm not treating anyone else for my birthday, so and I guess your man treating them will be, you treating them for your birthday.
I'm not treating me and my significant other not treating nobody if it's not stated.
Right.
If we don't state we got y'all, then don't expect for us to pay.
Right.
So that's how I feel about that. So yeah.
Okay.
Love that.
Somebody said you should have 2 birthday dinners, one for the cheap friends and one for the friends who can afford it.
No.
That's a compromise.
If you can't afford it, don't bring your ass to the dinner.
Right. No, I'm not having 2 birthday dinners.
Right. Because that's going to be
Because
more
like I
expensive for
said,
me.
at the end of the day, y'all need to be treating me, not me treating y'all. I mean, hey.
Well, you know that new trend is everybody celebrating their birthday all month long. So multiple dinners.
Multiple
price
dinners
ranges
is-
might be.
Multiple dinners is fine, but like I said, I'm not paying for everybody to celebrate me.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, if you're going to celebrate me, if you say you want to take me out for my birthday, then you taking me out for my birthday. I'm not paying for nothing.
K-Lady17 said, even still at a club, you may pay. CJ Trower says, RSVP, bring your own funds.
Hell yeah. That got to be established.
Okay. I need this young lady to sit close to the mic or pull it closer to her.
Okay.
Pull it closer to you, like yeah, a little bit closer.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, here we go.
But yeah, okay, like I said, we do have a special guest. We have Miss Sharice in the building. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
So I brought in Miss Sharice because she is an entrepreneur of your wishes. Could you elaborate on what your wishes is, ma'am?
Well, Your Wish Sharice is an events company. The goal is, well, I've always dreamed of doing events. So really, by me doing it, it's really your wish. So whatever you want, whatever you need, I try my very best to facilitate that. Okay. So I enjoy it so much.
So Miss Sharice is an event planner.
Okay.
And she does events. So I wanted to know, so the reason why I wanted her to come today is to, just to get a little background on, event planning and things, because a lot of us out here in the world feel like we can do events or whatever like that. So I just wanted her to, give her insight on how you get started, how you, and things like that. So my first question was, what is your biggest challenge about being an event planner?
Well, thanks for having me first of all, one more time. And I wanted to make sure I gave you these flowers in real time because you deserve them.
Thank you.
For sure. Tulip. Here.
Where my flowers at?
You know what?
I'm
Next
just-
time, I got you, for sure.
Where slick flowers at? Okay, I just.
Well, I think one of the biggest
Events are not easy.
Yeah, they're not easy. And I think the biggest challenge is people often have a grand idea, but aren't aware of the actual budget or the cost to create their vision. And so what I try to do is help it become more realistic. Like we can try and do everything we want, but we gotta.
What's your budget?
What's your budget?
Right.
Yeah, like I can only work with what you give me.
Because people want a Dollar Tree budget.
Yes. often they want a Dollar Tree budget.
But want some extravagant stuff.
Yeah, want to have like a VH1 production or Bravo production kind of thing.
Someone wants to know, what's your wildest event you ever created?
I've done a few crazy things. One of the wildest events I think I created was a lingerie party. One of the girls wanted to do just a little sexy night. I can't get into any of the details, but it was a hot, sexy, steamy night for the ladies. And then, you know, I'm ready to do one. So just give me a wild event, and I'll try and come
We're gonna have to plan a pajama party.
I love a pajama party.
Let me ask you a question. As an event planner, do you find when you plan events for, let's say, a wife or wedding events and stuff like that, do you find that the relatives are a lot more difficult than the person who's actually paying for the event?
Oh, for sure.
Like they like to boss you around.
Oh, for sure. There's always 10 chefs in the kitchen when you're dealing with a wedding, for sure, because everyone has an opinion about what they think is best and what the bride should look like, what the groom should look like, and you know, I think most of the time everyone's trying to be helpful, but they're just getting in the way.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
so if you are going to be doing a wedding, I would just say, listen to what the bride and groom need and the event planner need from you, because I'm guarantee you they're going to tell you. You know, you won't be, you know, confused or in the way. Just stay out the way.
Yeah, I find that to be one of those things at weddings. When I'm DJing a wedding, they request all the stuff that the
bride and groom
didn't ask for.
Right.
Because
play this as they're coming down. That's not what they asked for.
Right.
So yeah, I just wanted to ask that.
Yeah.
K Lady 17 says, do you have an event hall?
Not yet. That is a future goal of mine.
Okay.
You know, we're putting that in the atmosphere tonight.
Okay.
So I do want an event hall that's in the near future. And I also want to do like a party house. You know, I know that sounds crazy, but I think a house on a plot of land, you know, to throw all types of parties would be super dope for our people.
So like an Airbnb on a
Yeah, something real private, like you know. So I'm throwing that one out there too into the universe.
I like it.
Okay,
I like it.
So what made you decide you wanted to become an event planner? Like, how did you know, okay, this is for me, this is what I wanted to do?
Well, that's a really good question because, you know, I always wanted to do something fun and exciting with my life. What that exactly was, I wasn't, you know, set on yet. But I did start getting the bug when I realized that I liked events, going to parties, all that, getting ready for events, getting ready to go to someone's, you know, thing was very exciting for me.
Do you go to people events and be like, damn, I could have did better than this?
No, no, and I think, you know what, I'm gonna clear the air. A lot of event planners just want to be there with you to celebrate. Like, we're not looking at like, oh, I could have did that better, or I would have used something different. But on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, I judge a little bit. Like, oh, I could have finessed that a little bit different, tweak that a little touch.
Right.
But in person, no, I be trying to just be a part of the vibe, you know.
Be supportive.
Yeah, be supportive, yeah.
Be supportive. So what advice would you give to someone who does want to get into event planning? Like, what, say for instance, a younger person, you know, starting off, don't really know what they want out of life, but they know event planning is what they want to do. What advice would you give to them?
I would have them do their research. You know, shadow someone. I think that job shadowing is very important for you to, you know, kind of see if that's what you like. You know, and then try and get handsy, crafty, you know, learn some skills that you can incorporate. Ask your friends and family if you can, you know, do a party for them, or if they need any assistance. And then when you're home alone, you know, just practice whatever place setting that you want, whatever you want to do. I just say, like, just try it. But most importantly, you have to do that research, because once I jumped into events, I was shocked about how much was behind the scenes first. And that's very important, to get your back end straight and then move forward with your craft, you know.
Okay. How do you market yourself? Because like you said, you see people on TikTok, you see people on Instagram. Like how would you market yourself as an event planner?
Well, definitely go where the party is, or try and be around those people who are doing stuff, and you want to like make as many connections as possible to be a part of those invites. Also, definitely. But I would say like just be around the people. I also market myself word of mouth. You know, I think that connection is very important because I don't want to work with just everybody. I want to work with people that I can build relationships with, you know, be a part of their milestones and memories in their life.
Okay.
But I use all the platforms that I possibly can, learning new ones every day.
K-Lady17 says, do you get stressed doing events? Like, is it a stressful job?
I mean, it is high octane at sometimes it is for sure. But as far as making sure things run smoothly, no, I don't get too stressed. It's like I thrive in that chaos, that disorder, and then it makes everything run smoother. Like I'm the eye of the storm, and everything else is moving around me, and I can just focus and I just zone in.
Let me ask you one question. Do you think for like people coming up in event planning, because I know a lot of people try to do event planning, like you said, the back end, like having the right printer and graphic designer and stuff of those natures, those connections, do you think those connections should be built first or as you go along?
I think that we all know a person who does a little bit of this and that.
Mm-hmm.
So start with who you know that's close around you.
Mm-hmm.
And then along with experience, I think that you can grab in people to like, you know, do different things for you. And you don't have to do it all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you want to get into events, you don't have to craft everything.
Mm-hmm.
You can outsource, and it's okay to do those things, you know. You might spend a little bit more, so your budget got to go up, right? But you know, you don't have to do it all, and you can outsource, and you can build those connections along the way. Everything doesn't have to be up front. But as far as your back end, like making sure like your paperwork is good and stuff, like yeah, that's necessary.
Yeah, I don't think people realize like you say, they don't have to do it all. I think a lot of the event players that I know try to do it all. They get a t-shirt printer, they get the printer to do the graphics on the cups and all that, and I don't think they realize that it'd probably be cheaper in less time getting someone a connection that you can get those things pushed out quickly because you have a relationship with them.
Right.
I feel like when people like that, you know, that do it all, I feel like those are the people that's greedy. They want the money for themselves, and they don't want to go outside of what they feel like they could do themselves, because why should I pay somebody else to do something I could probably do? That's how I feel about that.
Yeah, but me personally, I would always think you would want to expand to bigger events, and if you get an event with 50,000 people, you're not going to print 50,000 t-shirts. I don't care what you say.
Right.
But you know, I had to learn that as well too. You know, I did want to just do it all because I thought I could just handle it all. You know, I had a lot of confidence. And you know, I did that for a while, but I realized that it's just easier when you know the chef, you know someone who can print out your t-shirts, you know someone who can, you know, hang up your decorations, and you know someone who can build things for you. It just makes it easier for you, and then you get a better event, I feel like.
As an event planner, how do you deal with the attitudes? The attitudes.
What attitudes, Tasha? Girl, people don't have no attitude with events, girl. They just be real relaxed. It be a breeze.
Okay.
If you say so.
I mean, yeah.
I have future clients out here, so I'm like, you know. But seriously, on a serious note, though, like I really, really try not to let it get under my skin, because I know that you just want this event to be special. You want it to be memorable. And that day before the event, I tell all my clients, like, I already know you're going to be frustrated. You're going to be calling me a lot. You're going to be almost cursing me out. I can handle it, because, like, this is your event. That comes with it. You know, that's why you hired me, so you can take the stress off, right? So, you know, you're going to be stressed regardless. So
Oh, you a good one. Cuz.
I'm trying to be the best of trying.
You a good one. So, you yourself, how do you keep from not giving up? How do you keep from like, okay, I'm done with this. I don't want to do this no more. I'm over it. Like, how do you keep from not getting to that place where you just feel like event planning is not what you want to do anymore?
I really, for me, I have a lot of faith. Maybe a little bit of delusion in there. I think that I can really master this. I believe that this is my calling. So, like, I understand that it's going to take a lot of hard work and tenacity to just keep pushing through. And on those days that I'm not feeling like a superstar about my choice, I lean into like, this was just a dream before.
Right.
And now you're building your reality. So like I can kind of lean in on that some, so I don't feel so, pressure.
Slick says, K-Lane 17 says, sometimes you hate having to depend on others. I guess that's what we were talking about, the team. And Slick says you need a reliable team to help you with the stress.
Yes, that's true. And I'm building my team now with a lot of, I just have a bunch of different people around that are really just making it a lot more enjoyable. And so it's becoming a lot more fun. Like, it just takes time. And I just want to say, whenever you're starting to dream, it just takes time.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? This sounds like a job interview.
Right.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years with your event planning? Like, where do you see this going?
Okay. Well, I told you guys about the event hall, so that's one.
And the party house.
And the party house. So those are the two things right there. We have an online store coming because I want to have like a little party city. Maybe give some shout out and love to people who have interesting designs. So if you know some creators out there who want to get into party decor, I'm looking for y'all. And then as just, eventually, making this nationwide, I hope to have like a bunch of event planners under my umbrella, wishers as I call them, in different states that can help encourage other people to become event planners and give people their dream events. Maybe 50 of us out here, catering to people and all that. So that's really the goal. I'm really, really excited about it.
So say for instance, I come to you and I say, hey, I had a previous event planner and she canceled. I only got $500. Make this happen. What can you do?
But you gotta give her what is it that she's making happen. You can't
So
just
I'm
throw
throwing,
out
okay,
that.
so I'm throwing, say for instance, I'm throwing like a baby shower.
Okay.
I'm not having no more kids, just FYI. But a baby shower.
Okay.
But I got $500 and my event planner just canceled. And I need you to get the cake, I need you to get the t-shirts, the cups, I need you to do all of it. I only got $500.
See, you're not giving a good, what have your event planner done so far?
She ain't did shit.
Oh, okay.
She didn't even answer the phone.
How have you paid her?
I ain't paid her. I gave her a deposit. I gave her a $100 deposit.
Okay.
But all I got now towards this event is $500. I need you to help me. How do you handle those type of situations? Because I know they come along.
They do. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, that does happen. A lot. Sometimes I do have to decline because it's like too short notice and it's just not enough that I can work with. But if there is enough time, for sure, I will do my best to aid them. What family members can we call in at this point to help you get what you want? Is there an auntie, a cousin, a brother, who can help you get this and that? Who can we lean on so we can try and get it done? And it may not be what you want, but it's definitely going to be everything that you desire.
Okay. Yeah, she does have a lot of patience because I ain't got none.
So as an event planner, I know you got future clients, so I don't want to make it sound terrible, but as an event planner, do you find that a lot of clients, once you tell them the price, well, let's put it this way, a lot of clients think that you're not supposed to be paid.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to pay you, like you ain't do nothing but do this, like.
Right.
I guess what I'm getting at is like you when you do the event, and let's say they gave you $5,000, and you do the event, and they were like, this ain't $5,000 worth of stuff, and you're like, well, I had to pay the DJ, I had to pay the bartender, I had to pay myself, my fees. And they're like, well, what fees? They don't realize
so what
that.
did I actually pay for?
Right, they don't realize what they actually paid for.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you break that down in your bill to them?
Yeah, nothing shuts things down quicker than an invoice.
Right.
Let me just say that. When you give them that breakdown of the invoice, that usually stops the madness there with the clients.
Okay.
But there are some that just really don't know how much things cost, and it's not like you're usually going to Party City to get these events done. You're usually outsourcing and taking time. So like I think communication is key, and finding an event planner that you trust is a big one, because just because you see their work online or something and you meet them in person, you may not really like what they do. You don't like the energy, and I think that that's important when you're working with someone, that the energy be right so that you can perform your best, And I don't want nobody doing nothing for me that has a bad attitude.
Right.
So, I don't want to, do that to other people.
Do you have to go to school for event planning? Is it a certification or a degree or something that, some people might want to see, or that you would prefer to have, that like most event planners would you would prefer your event planner style? Let's say if you have an event planner school, business where you have several event planners and you're hiring event planners, would you want them to have that certificate or certification?
You don't have to, because I feel like, it is something that you can learn. It's a skill. It's a skill. Event planning is a skill. You do one event a few times over, you'll start getting the hang of it. You know how things flow. But you can go into hospitality, to refine some of those skills that you may want to incorporate, later, like, table folding, napkin folding, or, learning how to do linens or something like that, or learning how to do desserts on the fly in case you don't have a chef or something. But, you can do those type of skill trainings, I believe, that will enhance you overall.
And there's always YouTube University.
Oh, yes. Yes.
YouTube University never steers you wrong.
Oh, and TikTok. It's like you can go down the rabbit hole on that, and just of all different things. People are so creative.
Yeah,
you can learn anything.
Yeah,
TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok teach you everything. It's some stuff on TikTok that I ain't even know. I just be typing in stuff like, and then TikTok will tell you everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, TikTok and YouTube is the go-to source.
I did a Sunday dinner off a TikTok recipe. This roasted pork. I just did it on Sunday. It was a roasted pork, sesame oil, soy sauce, and a roasted apple. It cut like butter. And I was like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna make a reel on how to do this, because it was really like, and I'm like, from TikTok, y'all? It was amazing.
What's the biggest event you've had? And did you work alone, or did you have a team, or and how did you handle it?
Okay. The biggest event that I had, it was a wedding, a few summers back, and I did have help a lot. There was a team involved. It was an African wedding, so it was the biggest thing that I've ever, to date, to do, and the family really chipped in with that. They had chefs in the family, so they did all of that. All I had to do was just organize, make sure people were standing where they needed to stand, the rehearsal, and making sure that the decor was nice. And it was outside, so it was hot. I had to make sure everyone was refreshed, and tried to make it nice by adding some lavender, flower, scented towels. Just throwing that out, what I do, so you can stay nice and cool. So that the challenge really for me was it was one of those situations where someone came to me last minute and was like, can you do this for me? Last minute to me for a wedding is like 6 months,
Right.
you know, because you need a lot of time to get things done. But at around the 4-month mark, they needed some help. I'm like, well, how much have you got done?
Right.
And surprised it was enough, so I was able to jump in and, you know, help out.
So what if I came to you
Yeah.
8 months in advance before planning an event, and in your mind, you ask me, so how do you vision your event? And I tell you, I don't know, I want you to handle everything. And then it's like 3 to 4 months to the event, and you show me your ideas and your decor and stuff, and I say, I don't like none of this. And I want it this way, and this way. How do you handle those type of situations? Because it's people out here be like, you said you ain't had nothing in mind, so I went with what I felt like you wanted, because I asked you your ideas and stuff like that, and I, you know, went off your feedback. But now you're saying you don't like it. How do you handle that? Because I know me, I changed my mind at the drop of a dime. Like, no, I want bling. And 6 months ago, I said I ain't want no bling.
Right.
So how do you handle that? Because I know people can be indecisive and change their mind a lot. So how do you handle those type of clients?
Well, you know, I worked with you before, girl, so, you know,
Yeah.
I love it. But when people change their mind, I think that just comes with the course of, you know, I do like to do a lot of communication. Like, what is your vision? I know you have no idea what you want to do, and that's fine, but we're going to narrow it down through options and choices. I just can't just come up with any. I mean, I can come up with anything, but we need your personal touches,
Right.
and I need to pull those out from you through a series of questions, you know?
Right.
Like,
Right.
you know, what is your favorite scent? What is your favorite color? What's your favorite texture? What type of vibe do you like when you walk into the room? Are the lights bright? Or are they dim? What's your favorite snack? Do you like crunchy? Do you like sweet? You know, those are the questions that I ask, so I can help you come up with what you really want. Because you know, you're going to change your mind. Because once you start planning an event, you see everything that looks so much fun and everything that looks amazing. So you want it all. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like, you know, you're just going to reel it back in a little bit.
So how do you work with people a part of a team? So say for instance, you're doing a big event and you gather all these teammates up, and then you got somebody, you in charge, they hired you, but you hired them to come help you, but then you got somebody that say, well, now I'm gonna take over. You know, it's a lot of people out here that got that takeover spirit. So
yeah, I'm not a pushover. So when I'm in event mode, just stay out the way. I'm going to delegate to you the tasks that need to be done, you know, because I'm a boss. And I feel like although I can be kind, I'm going to be firm and help you position yourself, because maybe you were mistaken. So I'm just going to, like, you know, help you come back in line, you know, because we're all working together, and I don't want to, you know, forget that. But I also have to be in charge.
Right.
You know, I can't let you run the ship.
Right. And I only got one more question. As you as an event planner, how do you balance your events and your daily life, like work-life balance?
I mean, that's always going to be balancing, right? I'm trying to always keep that in motion, but I typically know every event does not work around my family.
Right.
But I do my best to be at home mostly around when I don't have events. I don't have to worry so much about I think the pressure of maybe not being able to make it, because it's my truest desire that I will.
Right.
So I try and make sure, like, the baby's good, like she has stuff to do if I have an event. Her little snack bag, she has to come with me if I do a setup. Dinner's in the fridge, stuff like that. Like the house is clean. I like coming home to a clean house anyway. But there are times where I come home late, and there are times that I'm up early, and there's times that I'm making, noise in the house, and I just ask, him to bear with me, which he does. And that's as best as I can do. I mean, I don't know anyone who can do it all, but I really try. I really do try.
Sleep wants to know, have you done a family reunion yet?
Yes, I've done a family reunion. We had a marching band at this one. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, wow. The marching band. The whole marching band. I ain't never seen a marching band at a family reunion.
Oh, yeah, girl, it was fun.
Is event planning your only job? Do you have another job that goes along with it?
No, right now this is my only hustle.
Okay.
I mean, other than mom hustling, I'm a mom.
Right. That's always a job.
Yes. But this is like, I was fortunate enough to be able to stay at home when my youngest was born. So instead of immediately jumping back into work, I used this time to kind of like, go for it a little bit more. I had already started on it a little bit, but I was working before. So I didn't have the opportunity to really like give it my all. But since I had this opportunity, I was like, let's just go for it. Let's just see what happens.
They say when you have the security of a regular job, you don't tend to go for your dreams as hard. So I just was asking.
Oh, I mean, I believe you can. I think it's your desire, like your willpower. Like even though I was working, I had to work hard before I was able to relax.
Right.
I worked really hard, but I never lost my dream.
Right.
I never lost that little thing inside of me that was like, this is something I want to do. And I used to tell Tasha, I'm like, I know this sounds crazy, but I want to do parties. Like,
I don't know why she keep calling me Tasha, but okay.
Miss Gemini, I'm so sorry, Miss Gemini.
A lot of times, and I get what you're saying, but they say that, and I would say they, I say us people, a lot of people say that you don't have that, when you don't have that fallback, you tend to still go harder. Like I get what you're saying, you worked hard anyway, but you spend more time working hard on what your dream is. I get what you were saying, like where you will spend 8 hours or 9 hours a day on this job that come do your dream. Now you have all day. You know what I'm saying? You have all day because you don't have a fallback. There's no plan B.
Right.
This is plan A, B, and C.
Yes.
So you have to put your all into it. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
100%.
Right.
Like if I didn't think that I was gonna make it, I wouldn't have started it.
Right.
I gotta see it to the end.
Right.
And like I'm prepared for it to be a roller coaster because I don't think any entrepreneur has a smooth journey. I think that struggle is what makes it beautiful and makes the mission even greater,
Okay.
So you have any last words, any advice you want to give to anybody, like I said, that wants to get into event planning, wants to be an entrepreneur? Anything?
Yeah, I feel like go for it. You have one life to live. You will be successful because you've been successful so far in what you've been trying to do. So it wouldn't be such a stretch if you just did something different. Sometimes you keep your dreams to yourself until, they're ready to bloom. It can take months, days, or years, but, keep going for it. If you want to be an event planner, you can always hit me up on social media. I'd love to help you. And also,
you want to drop your IG?
Yes, it's YW_Charisse, SHARISSE.
Slick says she's so damn positive.
Right.
I be trying to
She
be.
is. She is.
For real though. Because it comes from having a lot of struggle, and you gotta muscle through. So I can't waste time being too down, right? But yeah, if you wanna do it, just really do it. It's gonna be scary.
I be trying to get her to be so tough, like, just stop, fight,
Right.
like,
I'm not
get angry, something, cuss, yell, scream, something. But she's always been positive, Ever since the day I met her, she's always been positive. So this is just her. This is who she is. She's pleasant, soft, sweet. She good.
Yeah, a lot of people do that fake positivity, right? And I get on my friends' nerves with just being positive because they want me. Like Miss Gemini said, because you saw me check me. She checked me, right? She wants me to be tough, you know, and I am tough, you know, but they're my tough, you know, so I can pour into them and be polite, kind of. But, you know, they only let me.
The bad guy?
Nah. No, they make me into the bad guy.
No,
they give me a little. They give me a little bad.
Though. She know we got her back though. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
But I just really want to thank you for joining us today, and thank you for sharing your event business with us. Your wish, again, if you want to look her up, is YW underscore
Yes.
SHARISSE, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you go, girl.
So I got a little education. But yeah, so I really, really, truly thank you for being here today. And thank you. So, like I said,
Follow you.
huh?
Follow you.
Me?
Give out your Instagram.
I am.
I'm
gonna get to that.
Okay.
But I do want to take a moment before we log off tonight to just thank DJ Lab, Miss Slick, and also Miss Lot for everything. Because without you guys, there will be no us. So I just want to take a moment to thank you all and give you all your flowers because you truly, you know, are inspiration to all. So and for everything you all do, I don't know if, you know, I'm speaking for me.
Okay.
So I just wanted to appreciate you all and give you all your flowers and things like that and tell you thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for everything and everything you do.
Yeah. We try to make sure that, you know, all the people that you know come to us to do podcasts, that we treat them like family, because we always say we're not trying to come up on you, we're trying to come up with you.
Right.
So we try to make sure that all the podcasts that we have here know that as you come up, we come up. We all come up together. There's no, you know, just us, Miss Fitzgerald. It's Miss Fitzgerald family, and we try to make sure everybody, even the ones that's left us, we don't have any ill will towards them. We want them to grow because if you guys outgrow us here, cool. That's cool. That shows our growth. That shows what we were able to do, and we didn't do this because we were trying to get rich. We were doing it because of the love of doing it. You know, so
Love that.
we thank you. We appreciate it. You know, it's all love from us. You know, we try to do the best we can for everybody. Sometimes we don't do it because we be tired, but we try to make sure that we help as much as we possibly can. Slick does, you know, the posting and all that stuff, and Miss Big Slot with going out to events and me here every day doing this. We try to make sure that we do everything we can to help all the people that podcast with us, because podcasting is not easy. It's not an easy thing, and just coming here talking and trying to figure out what you're gonna talk about every week, that's not easy, you know.
Right.
But we love it. We love doing it because it brings us joy. We laugh and talk. So it's like we tell people every time, we quit every day just to begin again tomorrow.
Yes,
you know?
Exactly.
So, you know, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. And, you know, you're part of the family now, so it is what it is.
I know, right?
Well, I'm excited. I can't wait to come back. You know, I love home cooked meals too. It's perfect.
As long as you bring your own money.
That's right.
BYM, bring your own money.
Bring your own money.
Oh, Slick said that we host.
And DJ.
We DJ. I do DJ, but the days have to be correct for me. Like I can't DJ during the week. Because I do shows and I work, so you know, usually on the weekends is better.
Yeah.
Saturday is really my only day that I have available. So if you need DJ for a Saturday, let me know.
Okay.
The blanks, you know.
Thank
I have
you.
all my own equipment, my own mics, my own speakers. I don't need anything.
See?
I'm a self-contained unit. Only thing I need is power, and eventually that'll go away because I'll be able to get a generator.
See, the
soon.
connection.
I love that, and I do be needing DJs on Saturdays because it's hard. You know, people get booked up so fast.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I get booked up, but I usually pass it on to, like, we have a DJ does a show on Sunday. I'll pass it to him, you know, do things, because it's not all about me. If I know that I can't do it, and you say, DJ Lab, can you do an event for me Saturday? And I'm like, I can't do it, but I know somebody who can.
Yes.
You know, I do that. That's the type of stuff I do because we all family, you know what I'm
And
saying?
Miss Mix-a-Lot, she bartends.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Miss
that.
Mix-a-Lot is a bartender, certified Bartender.
Because I have some drink creations that I need someone to make for me because I am not a bartender.
Yeah, Miss
So,
Mix Line is a certified bartender.
Yes, that
And
would
we
be
have the
perfect.
Miss Wonderful Slick who handles all the social media.
All social
Oh,
media.
see,
On
I
social
need,
media.
see,
Yeah.
I love that. We're growing something here.
One stop shop.
One stop shop, yeah.
I
Even when
love
we do
it.
events, someone says we live stream events and all that stuff.
See,
So,
that's awesome.
yeah.
I love what y'all got going on over
Yeah,
here.
we appreciate it.
But
Thank
yes,
you.
I just want to thank everyone. And like I said, DJ Lab, Slick, Miss Mix-a-Lot, Sharice, thank you all. And you could follow me on my social media, Miscommunications Talk Podcast, The Real Queen Gemini, and on TikTok, Gemini Queen. And you can also follow Misfits Radio and TV on all social media platforms. All social media platforms. And until next time, peace.
I'm that bitch. Been that bitch, still that bitch. Will forever be that bitch. Forever be that bitch. Yeah, I'm the hood Mona Lisa. Break a nigga into pieces. Had to X some cheesy niggas out my circle like a pizza. I'm way too exclusive.